let's move to our next speaker. I'm very happy to announce Dr. Dariusz. Okay, I will open the presentation in a moment. Longevity Center Europe, I would say by now, right? Not anymore only Warsaw, also Switzerland and Germany. And do you see your presentation here? So,
no.
Did you put it on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it should be here, right?
I'll see.
Perfect, thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. If we can start this with full screen.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. A short introduction. I'm a scientific director of Longevity Center Europe, and thank you. My clinical background is 13 years in solid organ transplantation department, liver and kidney, clinical immunologist, internal medicine specialist, and allergologist in Department of Allergology and Pulmonology. And when I jumped in longevity sector, I was surprised that the immune system is so important in longevity. So I'm happy with that. Also today, when I saw that you discuss about the cytokines, lymphocytes, and epigenetics. I hope that after today's presentation, our meeting, you will discover that Longevity Center Europe is not only one of the first private clinics which implement the solutions, so use the translation medicine in longevity, but also we are growing scientific hub and R&D hub, as we heard before, a few minutes before. Well, maybe I can switch like that. So I believe that you know our founder, Joanna Bench, and Prince Michael of Liechtenstein, which creates this center with passion and ideas, which leads our team to our vision of the world where every stage of life is experience of time of vitality, well-being, and joy. We are happy to have really great advisory board, and what's really important for us that all of our experts and advisors are have assets of open mind for discussion, despite of really exquisite knowledge and experience. Our client journey looks like that, so health checkup, which we will be focused today, then longevity plan and interventions. So we are focused on the checkup, like you heard before, and but additionally the plans for 6, 12 or longer months, 24 or longer, and we use a lot of interventions. Amount of the checkups and interventions now, it's more than 80, so as you will see on the next slides, it's growing problem. So we're working in the area and environment of longevity center methods, which is connected to environmental health, of course biological ages, all is based on hallmarks of aging and circadian rhythm, all you can see here. So when we're creating everything in our center and our centers, not center, everything is attached to the hallmarks of aging, but we don't like the word holistic, but we working holistic. So we think about the mind and body, immune system, muscles, brain, and all well-being. We are focused on home tests and center diagnostic, because if we can move something to our clients to home, then we of course likes it, but not everything we can do at home, because as you see, neurobiofeedback or DEXA, it's of course in our centers and a lot more. We use the interventions like hyperbaric chamber. We cannot show you everything here because we have a short time today, but of course all the radiation and neurocognitive fitness, cryo chamber, etc. Also for our clients we have skin and body labs, and everything is environment of medical consultation, consilium, so we have a group of specialists. We are really interdisciplinary team because we have urologists, psychiatrists, psychologists, cardiologists, clinical immunologists and transplantologists. So we're discussing our clients in from many angles and aspects. As you see, this is basic checkup for our clients. So when we want to analyze the system, so we use the complete blood cell count, and we use the blood age. I will not show you today the blood age results in the analytics, but we calculate almost 100 of them. Iron metabolism, inflammation, of course, coagulation, all this biochemical test, and brain function like CNS or Cognifit platform. Cancer risk here is the basics, but we use also OncoScore, so CTCs and hotspot mutations we also use in our center for chosen ones who wants to extend the analytics. This is the client journey with this medical consultation, all the tests. The tests, it's about 4 or 5 hours in our center, and we finish with this health analysis report and report discussion, and then the programs. As I told you, a few of these tests we can add if some client during medical history report some problems in family or hesitation or the insecurity, then we can use additional tests. And of course the biological clocks, we use the telomeres, telomere age, glycan age, pulmocardio, biocognitive, metabolic, epigenetic, all of that ages. And at the beginning of our way was we should explain a lot for our clients how longevity looks like, what does it mean biological age comparing to chronological age. Now it's easier, so it's again we are growing our healthy society, longevity society growing, this conference is growing, and we can see that this information about the longevity is spreading around the world, so our clients are more interested and actively searching for our offer. So health report at the finish and monitor by a lot of wearables and additional equipments. We collect so many things in the longevity center that we divide our team into the labs. So we have performance labs, metabolic and nutrition lab, skin and body lab, additionally sleep medicine and brain lab. I will show you how we work on that. So this is the diagram. If you cannot see, doesn't mean that your vision acuity is broken, it's only for the picture. So on the left side we have all the diagnostic tests in the brain, focused on mental but not only structural. In red color we have interventions, and on the right side we have algorithm divided in the basic, intermediate, advanced and pro. This brain lab was created by our neurologist director in Germany, Dr. Amann, with me. So because we know about the connection between immune system and the central nervous system. You discuss on previous session about mental health. As a clinical immunologist, I discuss a lot with psychiatrists and neurologists, and we know that depression is also inflammation in the brain. Autism also, it's inflammation in the cortex of the brain, so everything is connected. So this is the sleep assessment in intermediate. This is example, of course, dynamometry, age reader, posturography, and all these rules in our brain labs. But we have few labs, as I showed you before. When we start to analyze this all our clients' data, then we notice clearly that when we compare the bioenergetic health index, so oxygen consumption inside the mitochondria with VO2 max, it's interesting correlation. When we correlate the 3D body scan with the Tanita tissue impedance and DEXA results, we also saw the correlations, which was obvious, of course, but when we observe additional correlation like tissue impedance, 3D body scan with arterial stiffness, that it's working together. If we correct, you can see here the same body mass 99.9 and reduction to 99.3, so 600 grams, but the body structure, fat tissue from 21% to 16% and metabolic age from 36 to 28, it is the same person, and circumference of the waist from 100 to 96 centimeters, and then arterial stiffness, PVV, going down. So it was, again, interesting that we can discover new correlations. Now, when we analyze 1,180 clients and full analysis in 246, it's clear for you and for us that we need really big database and prospective automatic with, for cooperation with everyone in this room. So we decide to create our database, which on the right side you can see this is the part for cooperation with you. We're finishing this database and structure will be prepared for the exports, and our statistics and BI about exports for all the cooperation we can imagine and you can imagine. So if you will be interested in near future to cooperate with our database, because if you analyze this way, this is the really big and growing population of really healthy people. Not every our clients is totally healthy, but we can tell you which, or every doctors, which clients seems to be healthy. To analyze the structure of the data, we prepared a pilot study, so 169 clients data collection from 1st of April to end of the year 2022. As you see, average chronological age was 44, comparable group of men and women, and we analyzed all the, not all, but almost all the ages, biological ages in the longevity center, and all data from tissue impedance, gender, BMI, and more than 60 biochemical parameters from blood and urine. As you see, the chronological age, mean chronological age in the female group was the same like in men, but metabolic age was lower in our female clients than male, but generally healthy population. This almost 170 clients, quite healthy persons, but we saw the difference in the cholesterol metabolism and BMI and metabolic age, but not only there. And when we correlate everything with everything, then we find some obvious correlation like metabolic age with glucose, HbA1c or insulin, but PSA, ferritin, it's only statistically significant correlation. So we can see much more than we know from our medical knowledge. And here, when we compare the metabolic age with chronological age, then you can see, again, obvious correlations. Here you have the green-colored men, blue-collar woman, and BMI, fat mass in kilogram or body mass. It's, again, obvious correlation with the metabolic age, the same insulin and uremic acid, but GGTP, not quite clear. And if you see here total protein from electrophoresis of the proteins or complement system C4 molecule or metabolic age correlation with neuro age, it's starting to have new discoveries. Even if we analyze the preliminary data, because as I told you, this is pilot study, and when we see the physio age, cardio, glycan age, neuro or pulmo age, they look like normal in normal population, but structure of the data in metabolic age and epi age, which we used, the Mudo epi age, looks quite different. So then, even in mathematical analysis, we can see that, for example, epigenetic age, which we use, or metabolic age, it's quite not natural. So we should look at these results differently. Again, epigenetic age correlates with FSH really strong and LH, which is really interesting for me as a clinical immunologist, because we discussing, we hearing before that monocytes are changing in during the with age, and you should know that monocytes and macrophages, they have receptor for LH. So we know that from the HIV study that monocytes are so innate immunity works and inflammation starts depending on the hormonal LH and FSH. So we should analyze all together, so hormonal balance, immunological system activity, and aging. Cardio age, which we use, is based on the arterial stiffness measured by sphygmocore, and the cardio age was correlated with FT3, so thyroid gland product, fat mass, and cortisol. And it was only one age in this cohort in pilot study which was higher than chronological age. All other ages was at the same level or lower than chronological age, 1.13 years higher in generally healthy population, because average chronological age 44 and in male population 42 and female 35, so but still altogether 1.13 years higher cardio age than chronological age. Metabolic age, pulmo and neuro age was lower than chronological age in our population. As you see, 5.2 in metabolic age, 2.6 and 1.5 in neuro age. So what is interesting, visceral fat also correlated significantly with all aging clocks. So this body shaping, it's not only body shaping because it's changing in all biological clocks we use in this study. Metabolic age also correlates with BMI and cardio age also. Thanks to Marina Kavur from Glycan Age, during our discussions, external discussions, we know from the publications that American Heart Association score with additionally Glycan Age is, if you combine with Glycan Age, is better than single American Heart Association score, and so we correlate Glycan Age with our measurements, so fat mass, visceral fat also, but did not correlate significantly with cardio age. And this change during the menopause and post-menopause, we also get it from Marina Kavur, we correlate with estradiol, no correlation with estradiol, but correlation with SSH and LH again. So those hormonal parameters seems to be really interesting in longevity area. So if you want to contact with us, you can use the iPhones and scan this QR code. This is contact for me. So any cooperation with Longevity Center is possible. As you see, when we finish the construction of the database, we are open for cooperation. So welcome.
Thanks so much. Thank you very much. We can take one very short question as we are very much advanced in time. Sorry. Yeah.
A very quick question is, do you have, what kind of longitudinal data do you have on these participants? Have you followed them up long enough that you can look at trajectories of the parameters you're measuring?
This is the plan, because what I showed you, this is pilot study of 170 first clients, so at the beginning. Now we have 250, and full analysis, which we release probably about October this year, will be with more data and more clients at the beginning. But this follow-up, all the clients in program will be follow-up in 6 and 12 months, then we can release the data. Because in real life medicine, when you need time to collection all the data.
I mean, one reason I'm asking is that we published a paper by Mike Snyder that said that there were different types of aging, called ageotypes. Different people age differently, so it would be very interesting to see if
for
you
us
could
also.
look at that in your own
Yeah,
data.
yeah. And our data will be accessible if we cooperate and compare with your publication. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much once again. Dariusz, Dr. Sołdacki, thank you so much.